Don't you just love it when your ships become canon? Welcome to this week's S.H.I.E.L.D. vlog.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., not just S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh my god. Can we just start this already?
Sure, go ahead.
This week's episode is called Chaos Theory. Jeff Goldblum not included. You know what? How about you talk now? How about you talk now?
Wasn't the reference I would have gone with. I would have said something about Life is Strange. Because
I'm still not over that, so I'm going Jurassic Park. Why don't you talk now?
oh my god. So the episode starts with the flashback of May and Andrew in Hawaii.
Maui. Not Tahiti. I thought it was Tahiti for a second. I'm like, we're fucking doing this again. I thought we were done with Tahiti.
And May's like, how would you feel if I left S.H.I.E.L.D. and was just with you forever? And Andrew was like, you ain't gonna do that. Quit lying, bitch. Why you lying?
She didn't do it, so...
And then we learn that Andrew had a very old and dusty book.
Yeah, that Coulson...
But what kind of dust?
Well, first of all, Coulson gave him a ton of books and manuscripts and shit.
They're Daisy's mom's books, we should...
Yeah, from Jiang, from Afterlife.
And one of the books has a list of all of the Inhumans in it.
Yeah, so he opens up a book and, oh no, book trap! And he gets sprayed with Terrigen Mist, and then he gets the rock form, and then...
Is Lash.
Yeah, he's Lash.
If you haven't seen the last episode, Andrew's Lash.
Andrew is Lash!
Alright, like, we've established this now. This is the thing.
Put big letters on the screen, Andrew Garner is Lash! So...
Coulson comes up with this plan. He's like, we're gonna meet with the president and talk to him about the Inhumans thing.
But Coulson, S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't exist! He's like, yeah, I know, that's why I'm going for the ATCU. Why?
yeah. Coulson's like, I'm gonna go as a representative for the ATCU, and Daisy's like, you fuck! What the fuck?
Why do you love stepmom Rosalind more than you love me? That's honestly what this is. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's literally dad getting a new wife, and the daughter is not okay with this. Yeah. That's literally what's happening.
Then Simmons is like, hey, Fitz, here's my phone, figure something out with it.
Okay.
Then he does some stuff, and then...
I did stuff.
There's a lot of... This is another episode full of meanwhiles, but not as many meanwhiles.
No, they don't fall up on, like, a few plot lines, but, like, it's mainly focused on, like, the...
Yeah, it's mainly focused on Lash and all that, so this is a very Lash episode.
Are you happy now? We finally have a Lash.
I am very happy.
Now that we know who the fuck he is.
Yeah. I lost my place. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome. So,
we find May is looking for... May hasn't told anyone about Andrew.
No, she's the only one that knows.
Because she's the only one that knows. Because... Bitch face Mick Hitler...
You mean Strucker Jr.?
Yes. That one. That's the one I wanted.
Bitch face Mick Hitler?
Don't question the way my brain works.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And then we find out May is looking into Andrew's files to kind of be like, okay, do I really want to believe this? I don't know.
And from what she's finding, it seems like what Strucker Jr. said was true, and she's like, no.
And then Andrew goes to talk to Joey.
And Joey's back. Joey's finally back after like 7 episodes.
And they're in a training facility called Cocoon.
The Cocoon, because S.H.I.E.L.D. has a cute nickname for everything.
Yeah. And Joey's there. He's learning how to control his powers. I'm like, yeah, awesome, good for you, Joey. You deserve everything.
And Andrew's there.
Andrew's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
He doesn't say that, but he has like weird like fantasies about like killing Joey.
There's a flash where he kills Joey, right?
Yeah.
Like he straight up like turns into Lash and just like murders him, and I'm like, Joey, no! And then like it was all in his head, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Well, of course they wanted to. Did you see him? Like Joey was looking at him, and then suddenly he's Lash. Like,
yeah.
That's not how that works.
No, it's just like because like it flashes. It's like focused on Andrew, and then it focuses on Lash, and then it cuts back to Andrew, and he's Lash now, and I'm like, oh fuck, and then he just goes for it.
That's not how that works.
And like my heart like stopped. I was like, Joey, no.
No, they wouldn't.
And then it was like, oh, it was all in his head. Oh, thank God.
They wouldn't do that to you. They wouldn't do that to you. They wouldn't do that.
Meanwhile,
the Legion
Hunter confronts Bobby, and Bobby's like, I don't think we should hunt Ward anymore because we're getting reckless and it's all becoming about revenge, and we're just gonna become little wards, and we don't want that, do we?
Well, I mean, no.
Yeah, she thinks they're becoming like obsessed with vengeance and revenge, and
which they kind of are.
Bad S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
Revenge is bad. Revenge is the path that leads to the dark side.
Meanwhile, May shows up and interrupts Andrew and Joey because they're having a little session.
Yeah, and she makes the guards take Joey away, and then she basically confronts Andrew.
May's like, Andrew, we gotta fucking talk, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
not really. She's kind of upset.
No, she's upset, and she doesn't directly say that, you know, hey, you're this big monster, but she's like, what the fuck is all this stuff? What is
She's
this?
like, you were conveniently at least 30 minutes away from every known inhuman death. What's going on?
Also, your blood records were like deleted or whatever. Like,
yeah. Also, they never took your blood. So
what's that about? And he's like,
and then Andrew shoots her.
Not with a real gun, with an icer gun.
Fucking dog's barking out there.
Anyway, he
shoots her with an icer, and it gets knocked out.
Yeah, and then she wakes up, and Chain do.
Well, first it flashes back to Mac meeting Lincoln.
Yeah, Mac meets up with Lincoln.
And Lincoln is like, Lash is in S.H.I.E.L.D. And like we already know, so we're like, whatever. But for Mac, it's like, dun dun dun.
Yeah, we're like, and.
Yeah, we're like, and we already know who it is.
You have new information for me, Lincoln. If not, get out.
Get out of here. And Rosalind and Coulson and Daisy and everybody, they're on this floating base. I don't know, does it have a name?
I think is it Zephyr 1?
I don't remember.
I didn't look at the fuck it, who cares?
But like, basically Coulson's trying to set it up so that Daisy and Rosalind can like chat. So like, Coulson's like, alright Rosalind, Daisy's gonna give you the tour. And so Daisy is giving her a tour on the ship, and they get into an argument about like what to do about the Inhumans, because she's like, we're trying to find a cure, and then Daisy's like, we don't need a cure. You know, there are plenty of Inhumans that know what to do with their powers, and they do good things. Like, look at me, I try to help people. And then Rosalind counters back with this line, it's like, for every Daisy Johnson, there's a Lash. And I'm like, oh, boom, mic drop. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. That was
Stepmom
awesome
Rosalind
line.
bringing the heat.
Now May wakes up in chains.
May wakes up, Chain do like a bed post or whatever, and just he's like, it was like a bed frame or whatever on it.
It was weird.
So Andrew's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shoot you. I panicked, and he's like, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Which I'm like, bullshit, Andrew.
I'm not gonna hurt you because like, you know.
And he tries to play it out like I can't control this. It's just kind of happens. I feel really, really compelled to just slaughter the innocent all the time.
Bullshit. You can at least somewhat control it.
Yeah. And she tries to like play it off like what am I saying? I lost my train of thought. Please say something so I don't sound stupid anymore. He's like, he's trying to play it off like, I only kill the Inhumans that are bad. So I'm kind of sorting out the good from the bad.
That's not true at all.
Which is bullshit.
That's not true at all.
And then we get another meanwhile. Fitz, who has kind of decoded Simmons' phone like chip thing, is now listening to all of her audio recordings and kind of like tearing up and crying and like
getting all
I'm like, oh,
sad and shit. He's like, oh, she was recording these things for me the entire time while she was gone.
And then we cut to that, but then we just like immediately cut back to Lash and May, and like Andrew is like, oh, Daisy's mom rigged the book with the Terrigen crystal so that it would just happen if somebody tried to read all the names of the Inhumans. And he's like, I don't have control over it. I just lash out. Wink at the camera.
He said the name. That's chaos theory.
And then we see like Rosalind and Coulson kind of bonding again on the space base, air base.
So fucking cute together. Anyway.
And then Mac and Lincoln come on board and they're like, yo, we know who it is.
Lash is in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Lash is in S.H.I.E.L.D. and like Mac has like already figured out like the only person that makes sense is Andrew.
Yeah, because Lincoln was like, there's a book that has all of Zhang's names on it, and Coulson's like, well, we have the Andrew. Wait a minute.
Andrew's had all the books,
you're
and then there's
fooling
a trap, and then oh shit.
And they're like, fuck
so
Andrew's
they hatch
Lash.
a plan like, all right, we gotta go save May because we haven't heard from May in a really long time because she's been kidnapped.
Naturally.
So they turn the entire because they're going to meet the president. They're like, Rosalind,
Fuck the president!
Rosalind, you gotta stall the president. And she's like, no problem, I'll fucking come up with something. We'll turn around. They totally turn 180. They're like, don't make me turn this thing around, and turn it around, and then they go to save May, and Lincoln is with them. And it's like the whole like ATCU crew that we've seen, and it's Rosalind, and it's Coulson, and it's Daisy, and it's Lincoln, and it's Mac. Everybody except like Hunter and Fitz and Bobby.
And May.
And May. Because May's kidnapped.
And Trip.
And Trip is dead.
Yeah. I'm just covering all the bases. So they go in.
They go in, like, Coulson is like, just let me talk to him, but Lincoln is like, it's, because they're hearing everything over the comm, Lincoln's like, this isn't going well, he's not gonna fucking listen to you. And Lincoln is like, we need to just, like, attack him and get him. And then Andrew's like, I only kill people who deserve it. And then Lincoln is like, that doesn't fucking give you the right to kill people. You can't be jury, judge, and executioner. And, like, Coulson is like, we're looking for a cure. And then he lashes out and he's like, I am the cure. And there's a big fight that ensues.
Fight.
Lincoln and Lash fight, and then Lash is running through the hallways trying to escape. And he almost kills, like, 4 or 5 of the really main cast.
Yeah, almost.
Almost, and then he gets interrupted because, like, who does he go to get? He goes to kill, was it Lincoln or was it Mac that he goes to kill? I don't remember. But he, like, 3 or 4 times he goes to, like, almost, like, kill somebody, and then somebody just, like, shoots him or, like, grabs him, and one time he goes and, like, Coulson grabs him with his robot hand.
And then he just starts, like, and the robot hand starts, like, sparking shit like that, and I'm like, oh, fuck, dude!
It has laser fingers, maybe.
He doesn't use it, so that's probably bullshit.
And then at one point, Lash, like, throws Rosalind off, like, the balcony, and Daisy's there,
and Davy saves her
with her earthquake powers, and Coulson's like, I didn't know you could do that, and Daisy's like, neither did I. And then anyway, so like this kind of, well, I just want to mention one thing, because during this whole like escape sequence, we do cut back to, or maybe it's afterwards. I don't remember the order of things.
Fuck, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, oh wait, no, it is afterwards. I wrote the notes. Why am I not looking at them? I just look at this computer screen.
Anyway, so in the fight, you know...
May shows up at the end of this fight, and she's like talking to him. She's like, oh, hubby, you are my friend. Let's just chill out. There's this long speech she gives, and he turns back into Andrew. And she shoots him.
Yeah, and she shoots him a ton in the chest, knocks him into like this container.
Not with an icer, by the way, with like
with an actual gun. Knocks him into this.
And knocks him into the pod the one that they capture Joey in at the front.
And then he turns into Lash, reveals he's okay, and then Coulson's like, "How do you know that would work?" And she's like, "I didn't." And I'm like, "May, you cold-hearted bitch."
I mean, you gotta.
You just shot your husband and didn't know if it was gonna.
And this is where we cut back to like Fitz is thinking of ways to like get another portal open. And he's looking at, there's a picture of Simmons and Will up, and Hunter's like, I just gotta say what we're all thinking. He has a hog face.
He does have a hog face.
And it's just like, you're not helping. And then Fitz is like, he does have a hog face. And Fitz is like, I might have located where his ship might have been, so we could maybe calculate where like a portal will open or how they opened it, because like he finds this like symbol.
Yeah, he realizes and the symbol on Will's spacesuit, when turned upside down,
looks just like the symbol.
It's the same symbol where he's like, this goes deeper than NASA, and I'm like, is this like Illuminati bullshit?
Like, so like, because Will's like, I worked for NASA, but now we're like, maybe he doesn't work for NASA.
Maybe it's not NASA, maybe it's Illuminati.
And then Rosalind is talking with Daisy and Coulson, and Rosalind's like, we can put him in stasis, because we didn't mention, really important, they brought up the fact that Andrew is slowly, like, permanently turning into Lash.
Because Lincoln said that...
Like, he doesn't do it at will, he's just, as he goes along, he's still in the transformation process.
Because Lincoln said that no inhuman that they know of can actually shapeshift. Mm-hmm. So he just says that...
There's a
transition period, pretty much.
He's still in the transition period, and when he's done, he'll just permanently be Lash.
Become Lash forever, yeah.
Yeah, and so Rosalind is like, we can put him in stasis, which Daisy has been totally against putting the Inhumans in stasis, but she's like, we can put him in stasis, and that could stop his transformation. And she asks Coulson, and Coulson is like, well, Daisy, what do you want to do? or no, May is there, and Coulson's like, May, what do you want to do? He's your husband. And May's like, Daisy, what do you think? And Daisy is like, put him in stasis.
Ba-da-da-da!
Which kind of puts a hole in my I wanted a civil war between Coulson and Daisy thing.
Yeah, this episode kind of threw a ton of shit under the bus.
No, but it was cool to see that transformation. Because, I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like Lash is an exception, though, to the rule in a lot of ways. Just because he, as far as we know, can't control it. Even though I think that's bullshit and he can.
Anyway, so moving on to the post-credits scene. Hey.
Well, there was one scene with Fitz and Simmons before that where, I mean, it's just them staring out the window. Yeah. But, like, Fitz is like, or Simmons is like, what do we do from now? Because Fitz tells her that, like, I watched all your recordings, and I may have a way to maybe get back in. I don't know. And Simmons is like, well, what do we do now? And he's just like, let's just watch the sunrise.
Oh, anyway.
And it's cute because there's no sun on the planet she was on for 4,722 hours.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the important stuff. So, meanwhile, hey, remember who's in this show? Ward. That's right. So
Ward is speaking with that Hydra guy.
Gideon.
I don't remember his name.
His name's Gideon.
Okay.
He's talking with Gideon, and then Gideon gets a phone call.
Well, Ward explains, I'm going to kill Coulson. That's my big plan. Kill him.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Just kill the main character.
Cut off the head and S.H.I.E.L.D. will wither. He's like, yeah, fuck, okay, yeah. Loki tried that once, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Coulson's already died before.
Yeah, let's see you do it, Beardy McTraderson.
Beardy McTraderson.
That's what the fandom calls him. So anyway,
and then the Hydra guy gets a call.
Then Gideon gets a call, and who's on the other end? It's fucking Rosalind!
Oh, shit!
Because early in the episode, she mentioned some guy that she was, like, talking to that was helping her work. Turns out Gideon is that guy, and then she hangs up the call, and then Coulson walks out.
Of her bedroom.
And they say something, and then they kiss, and then the episode ends.
Yeah, so...
Ta-da!
So Coulson and Rosalind fucked.
Coulson and Rosalind totally fucked!
And Rosalind is Hydra.
She's either Hydra, or she's working with Gideon not knowing he is Hydra.
I think she knows he's Hydra.
Because,
she's gotta be, like, actual Hydra.
Because the way she was talking to him, it didn't seem like she knew that he was, like, with Hydra, but it could be, I don't know, it's really, it's left ambiguous.
Yeah.
So it could go either way, we'll have to wait till next week. I kind of hope she's not Hydra, because, like, I kind of feel like we've been doing this to death, like, oh, here's this character, turns out they're Hydra. Like, I feel like it'd be kind of cool if, like, she was still, like, her own person, but she didn't know she was working with Hydra. But, whatever, anyway, so...
Whoa!
I
think Lash looks better in this episode.
Lash does look a lot better in this episode.
Yeah. I actually like Andrew being Lash more than I thought I would, because I was like, Andrew, really? That's who you chose to be Lash? But then it, like, makes sense, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah. And...
Do you have something you'd like to say?
Coulson and Rosalind together is great.
They fucked.
They totally fucked.
He put his penis in her vagina, and they're gonna have babies.
No, they're not gonna have babies, because Coulson's smarter than that.
Because he used a condom?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about their sex life? This is weird.
I don't know. And I like May's kind of like, fuck, my husband betrayed me type of story going on.
May is not going to be happy.
May is not going to be happy for the remainder of the show, yeah. I don't know, you say words now.
Me say words?
You say words.
Alright, I like that Lincoln is getting more involved now. I've kind of missed Lincoln in the last few episodes, and he kind of fucks things up in this episode, but like, understandably so.
Yeah.
He's all like, you can't fucking do that, Lash, bad, lightning bolt, Lash, bad Lash, lightning bolt.
And Joey's back, even though
he doesn't do anything, but he's back.
And he's learning to control his powers.
I liked that Fitz finally got the payoff of seeing Simmons' records.
Yeah.
Like, even though that was kind of like the C or like the D plot of this episode, I still like that it happened, because like, it had to.
Right.
I was waiting for that payoff.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would stop teasing us with this whole, I might have a way to get in there, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like, thing with Fitz. I'm like, just fucking go.
Just go.
I want to know what that fucking thing was that was chasing her on the planet.
Go.
Like, and it, like, I feel like, so, like like weird because like I know there's like 12 different things happening in every episode, but like at the back of my mind in every episode, I'm like, what the fuck was that thing on that planet that was chasing her? I have to know. You can't just leave that like that. But whatever. You have words to say that are about good things that happened in the episode that you liked?
I think I pretty much said a lot of my things.
You want to move on to cons?
My main thing is Coulson and Rosalind gonna get.
Thought you'd be happy.
I don't know, cons. As much as I do like the Lash reveal and all this stuff, I kind of feel like they may have played it a little too early.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm kind of unsure what they're gonna do for the rest of the season.
Like, they revealed Lash and captured Lash kind of in the same episode.
So, like, they never really set up front Lash as the main villain of the series, but he was...
It was kind of implied.
But he was one of the big threats of the season. So, like...
It was between him and Ward, really.
Yeah, so, like, I'm wondering, like... What are they going to do for the rest of the season? Is it going to be, you know, other Inhumans? Is it going to be... Are they going to focus...
I kind of imagine Lash is coming back.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the
imagine
last
too.
of Lash.
But, like,
I don't think they're just going to put him in stasis and that's going to be the end of it.
I mean, I kind of hope they don't focus on Hydra for the rest of the season, because you've kind of already done that.
Like, well, I like the Hydra thing. I kind of like it more as, like, the B plot
Yeah,
than the
like,
A plot.
I don't think we need Hydra as, like, the main overall threat. Because, like, in the grander scheme of things, the Inhumans are a bigger threat.
Yeah.
So I kind of hope we'll focus.
And we've dealt with Hydra before.
Yeah, we've dealt with Hydra before in like every other thing ever in Marvel. So, what else? I don't know. What do you have for cons?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm making mouth noises to fill the
This
space.
is really making it hard to focus.
Fuck you. Okay. They didn't play the "How'd you know that would work?" I didn't think twice.
What?
The whole cliche of "How did you know that would work?" I didn't. They pulled that twice in like the span of like 10 minutes.
In the span of like 5 minutes, Daisy, I didn't know that would work. Bang, bang, bang. I didn't know that wouldn't kill him.
Yeah, like they kind of pull it twice. Like it works, but at the same time, kind of like
it's cool like once in an episode, but twice in an episode is pushing.
Don't pull it twice.
I wish Joey did more stuff.
I do also wish Joey.
But I like that he was in the episode.
Yeah, at least,
and that we saw him.
At least they're not forgetting about him.
Yeah,
they do have a development for him.
I feel like he's going to get more important as it goes on, or he's just going to die. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Lash will fucking kill him. I don't know. Maybe his dream will come true.
But yeah, I gotta imagine they're not just going to be like, let's put Lash in stasis, and that's the last we'll hear of him. I think he's either going to like break out at some point,
Hydra's going to break him out and be like,
or
hey,
Hydra will break him out,
cause havoc.
Or the stasis won't actually stop his transformation, and he'll still just permanently become Lash, and then he'll wake up from stasis, like, and it didn't work the way they thought it would, or something like that.
What if Daisy's planning like a massive like breakout of Inhumans from the ADCU?
I would believe it.
And she just like...
I mean, well, I would believe it if it wasn't for, like, the thing at the end of the episode where she was like, let's put Lash in stasis. Because, like, we kind of see her kind of like, okay, maybe I can see Rosalind's side of things kind of sort of towards the end of the episode. Which I also like that. That was another one of my pros, is that we kind of see... I feel like both Rosalind is starting to see kind of Daisy's side, but Daisy's also kind of starting to see Rosalind's side, and there's kind of like almost compromise going on. Until she finds out that she's Hydra, and then she'll be really upset.
Or she's just stupid. She could just be stupid.
She's either Hydra or she's ignorant of the fact that she's working for Hydra.
Yeah.
She's one of those things.
Yeah.
Either way, she's Hydra.
So, yeah. That was this episode.
What's the next episode?
Next episode... I forget.
I'm trying to remember the preview, because there's like...
Something about Coulson and Rosalind and like her working with Hydra and shit like that.
That's probably going to be the main focus, is Rosalind and Hydra and stuff like that.
So, yeah, Mommy and Daddy are going to get into a fight next week. We'll see you then. Hail Hydra.